Hi friends, welcome back to your yoga practice. My name is Jess, and today's class is a fiery one. My aim today is to get you out of your head and into your body. We're gonna have a lot of opportunities to dial it up and turn up the heat in our body. If you like flows like this, please consider subscribing to my channel or sharing it with a friend so that we can grow our beautiful community here on YouTube. And if you'd like to learn more about what I offer, check out my website at jrockyoga.com and my Instagram at jrockyoga. Let's get to it. I'll see you on the other side. Let's get started today in child's pose. So you'll come to the back of your mat. Bring your knees nice and wide, big toes can come to touch. And take an inhale before you settle in, lengthen up through your spine. Exhale, begin to draw your body down. Forehead coming towards the earth. And take a moment here right away to just feel your hands on the earth. Feel your forearms, your shins, the tops of your feet. Really noticing the points of contact. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Maybe it's coming in and out through your nose or through your mouth. It doesn't matter right now, just really focus on finding your breath, noticing that you are breathing. Right away, let's take a nice deep inhale through our nose. Hold your breath at the very top, and then open your mouth, big sigh. Another just like that, big inhale. Holding at the top. Open your mouth, big sigh. Is there something you can drop a little bit more? Let your weight sink into the earth, really feeling the contact with the earth. Allowing yourself to be right here, right now. And then grip into your finger pads and walk them out towards the top of your mat. Maybe you walk them a little bit wide so that there's space for your neck. And then grip into your fingers, pressing off your shins. Glide all the way up to all fours. You can keep your toes tucked or untucked, and then walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Untuck your tailbone, let your belly drop down toward the earth and scoop your heart forward. Maybe rock a little bit forward to deepen your stretch. Exhale, press into the ground like a Halloween cat and round your spine. Inhale, leading with your tailbone, untuck, drip your belly down, shoulder blades hug your spine. Exhale, press and round, hollowing through your belly, ribs knitting in, press, press, press. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. We're going to add on. Inhale, open. Rock a little bit forward. And as you exhale, glide back child's pose your way. You might have to lengthen the arms. Inhale, round forward. Dip your hips toward the earth, bend your elbows, and shoot your heart forward towards the top of your mat. Maybe your gaze looks up. Exhale, press and round, back, child's pose. Inhale, gliding forward, maybe feet open, heart pulling forward, collarbones broad. Exhale, press and round, all the way back. Inhale, glide forward. Pause here, bend into your elbows, press into the heels of your hands and lift your heart. Tuck your toes, lift your knees so that you're in a floating upward facing dog. Take another inhale here. Exhale, glide it up and back, downward facing. And take a few moments to kind of wiggle out, maybe sway your hips left and right. Maybe shaking your head yes, shaking it no. And then start to find a little bit of stillness. Ground down into your hands like they're pressing through the earth. Tailbone lengthens up toward the sky. Heart presses towards your thighs. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, press off your tippy toes, round forward high plank. Maybe you need to adjust your feet. Place your knees down toward the earth. Engage your thighs. Knit your low ribs in. Take an inhale to glide forward. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, and press back up. Lift your knees, glide back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and long breath out. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, and exhale, round forward. Drop your knees, continue lowering. Press back up. Lift your knees, high plank. Glide back, downward facing dog. Building a little bit of heat early on. Inhale, up on your tippy toes. Exhale, hollow and round. This time, knees can stay lifted. Look forward, glide forward, lower chaturanga. All the way down to your belly. Good work. Hands slide back in line with your rib cage. Press down through the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release, chin down toward mat. Inhale, lift and open. Cobra pose, scooping your heart forward. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, cobra. Maybe upward facing dog, you lift your thighs, little bend in your elbows, press to the heels of your palms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and long breath out. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. On your next inhale, come all the way up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees, gazes forward, step or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in, hug your shoulder blades together. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up over your head, big stretch. Exhale, hands come to heart center, gently close down your eyes. Allow yourself a moment to ground and feel. Welcome in an intention to your heart, your body, and your mind. What is it that you would like to welcome in today? Take a few grounding breaths. Gently blink your eyes open. As you inhale, circle your arms up over your head, big stretch. As you exhale, bend at your knees, bow forward and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, scooping the back of your heart through the front of your heart. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale, glide your heart forward, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor, chaturanga. Untuck your toes, take your arms back behind you and interlace your fingers at your low back. First, roll your shoulders up, back, and together, and then press your knuckles away from you. As you inhale, lift your heart, and then lift your heels. Keep pressing your knuckles back, 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 opening your heart. Breathe in, and breathe out. There can be a little tuck in your chin, elongating your neck, finding some steadiness of your breath. Keep your feet where they are. Release your hands and place them by your rib cage. Inhale, press into your hands, lift, King Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and long breath out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground. On your next inhale, come up to your tippy toes. Gazes forward, bend your knees, step or lightly float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach up. Exhale, bow forward and fold right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, plant your hands. You can step, you can float if you're ready, and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. On your next inhale, you'll gaze forward. Come up to your tippy toes. Bend your knees, and this time bend your knees deeply, open them wide, and then straighten. Shoulders over the wrists. Option 1 is here. Option 2, you kiss your heels to your bum. And option 3, you take full hops, trying to get your bum up over your neck. We'll take 2 more. Press the ground away. And then you'll step, feet in between your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, bend your knees, sit down. A little bit of heat building right away. So find your fingers spread, slow down your breath. Take another inhale here. Exhale, bow forward and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Halfway lift, hands can crawl up onto your shins, really lengthen here. And exhale, fold. Grab onto opposite elbows, bend your knees as much as you need, and sway a little bit left and right. There's some warmth in your body, so notice the depth in your breath. Allow the crown of your head to draw toward the earth, and allow your brain to be soft. Allow your thoughts to come and to go. Slowly release your hands down toward the mat and crawl your hands back out to downward facing dog. Left foot step center, inhale your right leg all the way up toward the sky. As you exhale, bend your right knee and draw it toward your nose. Press the ground away, look between your hands, and slowly start to step your right foot towards your right thumb. As you inhale, rise up to a crescent lunge. And as you exhale, open to your warrior 2. Inhale, flip your front palm and reach forward, but pause here. Allow the reaching to deepen the bend into your right knee, and almost like you're offering something forward, get long, long, long. Keep this bend, and exhale, reverse. Keep drawing your right knee forward, softening into your hips, stretching up and out of your right hip crease. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg, pivot toward the back of your mat. Right hand comes down inside your left foot. Left hand comes up, open twist. And just allow yourself to maybe let your left knee drop out to the left. Maybe even walk your right hand out to the right and lean back a little. Option to goal post your top arm and send your hips toward the back of your mat. Inhale. Both hands come down inside your left foot, curl back around to the front of your mat, and pause. Coming up onto your back tippy toes, rock onto your front heel, and pull and suction your thigh to your belly as you send your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, rotate your hips open, squeeze your heel to your bum. You can stay here or you can start to flip. Right toes come behind you, extend your left leg, and scoop your heart up. Reach your right fingertips toward the front left corner of your mat. Slowly coming back over, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here, and take a breath out. Right foot step center, inhale your left leg all the way up toward the sky. As you exhale, draw your left knee to your nose, press the ground away, send your hips high, 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 make space between you and the mat. Slowly look forward and start to step your left foot to your left thumb. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise up. Warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, flip your front palm and reach forward, but pause here. Let the reaching deepen the bend in your left knee, and like an offering, get longer through your left side body. As you exhale, keep your left knee the same. Reach your left arm up and back. With each inhale, can you stretch up and out of your left hip? Exhale softens you a little deeper. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg. Pivot toward the back of your mat. Left hand down inside right foot, right arm up, open twist. And take a moment to really enjoy this twist. I like to walk my right foot out to the right, my left hand out to the left, take up space. Maybe you goal post your right arm. Heart reaching toward the back of your mat, almost like you're curling your heart open. Start to come back through center and walk your hands through all the way to the front of your mat. Come up onto your back tippy toes, rock onto your front heel, and start to suction your left thigh towards your belly. Left leg comes up, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, and either stay here or you flip. Left toes back behind you, extend your right leg long, and lift your hips toward the sky. Right shoulder cradling the back of your heart, left arm reaching. Slowly start to make your way back over, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, and long breath out. On your next inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, and either take a few hops, or just straighten and bend your legs. If you catch a hover, grip into your finger pads and press the ground away. Work your knees together into a tuck if you can. And keep breathing. Every hold is good, so take it. We're gonna land back in down dog. Nice and soft. Always try and land with your bent knees. Good. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, round forward. And continue your exhale all the way down to the floor through chaturanga. Untuck your toes. Let your arms come back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulder blades up, back, and together. Take an inhale to lift. Exhale, heels lift. Heart goes high, heels go high. Press your knuckles back. Almost like your heart wants to jump out of your chest toward the front of your mat. Gentle tuck of your chin, breath in. And breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, hands placed down outside of your rib cage. Pause for your exhale. Inhale, press into your hands, let your feet drop. King Cobra. Child's pose, exhale. Inhale, round forward, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, your right leg floats all the way up toward the sky. Exhale, squeeze your knee into your nose. Make space between you and the mat. Right foot steps to your right thumb. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, reach forward, deepen into your right knee. Exhale, reverse. As you inhale, your right hand comes forward for half moon, maybe to the floor, maybe to a block. I love using a block for half moon. It just gives me so much more space. And press through your right foot, reach your heart forward, and then all of your limbs run away from your center line. The more active your hands and feet are, the lighter you'll feel. So allowing yourself to kind of make this space and get lighter on your bottom fingertips. Maybe they even hover off your block. Slowly start to bend into your bottom leg and step your left foot gently back, warrior two. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse, but straighten your front leg. Pivot toward the back of your mat. Your right hand will come down and your left hand will come up. Start to rotate both of your toes to the left side of your mat and start to drip your hips down toward the earth for a nice deep stretch. Grip into your finger pads, and this time allow your right ear to come up or your right shoulder to come up to your right ear. Really press through the bottom of your elongated leg. The more active your elongated leg is, the more deep your stretch is going to be through your right side body. Slowing your breath. Slowly start to press into your right hand and the knife edge of your right foot. Come through an arcing side body stretch. All the way back, left hand inside your left foot. Walk around to the right, framing your front foot. Come up onto your back tippy toes, flex your right toes to your shin, and compress your belly to your right thigh. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee and rotate your hips open. Begin to flip your dog. How slow can you flip? Right toes behind you, extend your left leg. Shoulder blades hug and support the back of your heart. Right fingertips reach for the earth. Slowly start to rebend into both legs. Come back over, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts all the way up toward the sky. And as you exhale, knee to nose. Press the ground away, come up onto your very tippy toes. Lift your hips and step your left foot to your left thumb. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, reverse. Inhale, begin to reach your left hand forward and down, coming for your half moon. Right foot drags up. Maybe left fingertips come to a block. There can be a little bend in your bottom leg. That's no big deal. Actually, we prefer it because when you bend your knee, you can have engagement of all the muscles around your joints. So little baby bend and then press your right fingertips up and away from your heart. Press your right toes back and away. Expand, take up space. Begin to rebend into your standing leg. And how slowly can you step it back? Warrior two. Inhale, flip your front palm and reach forward. Exhale, reverse. Straightening your front leg, pivoting toward the back of your mat, left hand down, right arm high. Point both of your toes over to the right side of your mat and begin to swivel your hips underneath you and down. Finding a nice juicy left side body stretch. Sometimes my wrist gets a little caught up, a little jammy, and you can walk your hand away from your shoulder, away from your body, if that happens. And then elongate through your bottom leg, press like your foot extends past your foot, and there's actually like an energetic draw pulling your foot away from your body. Shoulder can slouch up towards your ear, and when you do that, you'll feel the whole left side body kind of open. Take a few breaths here into your left side body. On your next inhale, press into your left hand and the outer edge of your right foot. Take a nice big right side body stretch, a big arc. And then both hands come down inside your right foot. Begin to walk around to your left, framing your left foot, coming up onto your back tippy toes. Rock onto your front heel, flex toes to shins, belly to thigh. Lift left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your hip. How slow can you flip? Into your wild thing. Shoulder blades scoop underneath your heart, and then heart draws and shoots toward the front of your mat. Reaching left hand forward and down. Come on back over through your bent knees. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale up to your tippy toes. Exhale, hollow and round. Continue the exhale into your chaturanga, all the way down to your belly. Untucking your toes. We know where we're going by now. Hands interlaced behind your back. Wrap your shoulder blades together and a little bit down. Inhale, scoop your heart forward and lift it up. And then lift your toes, spread them wide. If you can, lift your knuckles up and back. Almost like there's a lemon between your chest and your chin, and you're like squeezing it. Find a little bit of chin to chest action here. Breath in and breath out, everything lifting, back body igniting, lighting up. Hands plant next to your rib cage. Inhale, press into hands, roll back onto your thighs, King Cobra. Child's pose, exhale. Inhale, ripple forward, all fours. Exhale, glide it back, down dog. Deep breath in, regrounding. Long breath out. Inhale, where can you make space? Exhale, where can you root down? On your next inhale, come up to your tippy toes. Walk in a little bit until you feel that your shoulders are stacked above your wrists. Grip into your finger pads like they're little creatures and press the ground away so you feel your shoulders elevate towards your ears. Lift your right leg up toward the sky. And we're just going to take a couple switch kicks, and if you can hold an L-shaped handstand, then you hold. We bend our bottom leg. Right leg goes down. Exhale. Inhale, we kick. And we land on the other side. Beautiful. That went way smoother than I thought it was going to. So just go with where you're at. Inhale. Exhale, left leg comes down and kick it back up. And we switch sides. Let's do one more each side. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down and back up. We switch. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down and back up. Walk your feet in between your hands. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet hip width apart. Squat down, Malasana, Yogi squat. Hands to heart. Pull your heart towards your thumbs and your thumbs towards your heart. So finding, like, again, the back of your heart wants to come through the front of your heart. Slow your breath. Not mattering what we just did, if we had a hold, if we didn't. When I first started doing those, they kind of felt like my legs were complete jello. Like I was a squid in the ocean. And honestly, sometimes they still feel that way. So if you're working on it and you're working on the hold, you're working really about stacking your shoulders above your wrists, squeezing your inner thighs together, and keeping your legs energized. Toes are spread, super active. I can't promise you that you won't ever feel like a jellyfish, because so do I. But that will help you work on the engagement of your handstands. Beautiful. You can stay here and breathe in your squat, or plant your hands and you take Bakasana crow pose. I encourage you, if you're trying your crow, hands go a little bit forward, so not directly down. Give yourself space. You come up onto your tippy toes. You round, just like knee to nose, rounding. Make space between you and the floor. Look forward, because if you look down, you go down. So look forward like you're flying. Come up onto your tippy toes and just lean your knees to your upper triceps. Keep leaning, pressing away until your toes want to lift. Press and grip into your finger pads. Press and grip, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your squat. Right hand comes long and wide in front of your right shin. Left arm goes up. Big opening. Left hand comes long and wide in front of your left shin. Right arm goes up. Big opening. Hands come back to heart center. Pull the back of your heart towards your thumbs. Elongate. Exhale. Hands to ground. Straighten your legs and fold. Halfway lift. Find length. Exhale. Fold down and in. Inner thighs rotate inward. Sitting bones rotate outward. Press down through your feet. Fold, fold, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, down dog. Take a moment here, kind of like a home base. Press into your hands, get longer through your side body. Okay, come up onto your tippy toes, walk your feet in a little bit. Last chance for our frog hops. We're gonna take about 3. If you're not hovering in a handstand, your goal is to land light on your feet. Land like you can't, like there's no noise being made, like the quietest little landing. Good, let's take 3. And if you hold it, you just hold. Whee! And if you overshoot it, that's okay. You've got the strength, you've got the willingness to go there. We meet feet at the top of our mat. This is a very playful class today, everybody. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach up. Exhale, stick your butt back, lift your heart up, goal post your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head, big stretch. Exhale, goal post your arms and stick your tailbone back. Bend your knees a little bit. As you stick your tailbone back, lift your heart forward and up. A lot of opposite action in today's class, strength and openness. Beautiful, really squeezing our shoulder blades around our spine. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. And as you exhale, fold forward, lift onto your tippy toes and sit your bum onto your heels. So we're in a toe stand. Hands can come to your heart. From here, open your knees wide, reach your arms forward, and use the lengthening of your arms to allow you to stay in this hover so your bum doesn't just plop down to the ground. And go really slow until tailbone touches the earth. I don't know if you can hear that, but we've got some construction going on outside today, so I hope it's not too loud on the microphone. We've got like a really spicy, chaotic flow today. Lots of energy. Inhale, lift through your heart center, spread your fingertips, and exhale, round and curl. Beautiful. Go really slow, slower than you want to, like I'm holding your hands, and you press down through your feet. Press down, press down, press down. When you get to that place where just your low tips of your shoulders are on the mat, interlace your fingers but release your pointer. Take an inhale. Exhale, press into your feet. Arms come all the way up over your head. Use your breath. Inhale, slowly curl down. Exhale, right back up. We have one more of these. Inhale, slow curl. Right back up. Inhale, come all the way down. Release onto the floor. Take your feet wide and let your knees drop in. Take a moment to appreciate the floor beneath you. And also notice the natural curvature of your spine while you're laying here at rest. Notice that your shoulders and the base of your head usually touch the ground. And same thing with the very bottom of your sacrum or the very top of your tailbone. And there might be a gentle arch in your spine. We're going to walk our feet back in about hip width apart and plant our elbows next to our rib cage, palms facing each other like we're holding a giant beach ball or an energy orb right above our belly. Keep that natural curve of your spine, and I want you to actually stick your tailbone back just like we did standing up. And that might pop up your heart a little bit. Press your shoulder blades down and almost walk them together underneath you. And imagine all of the muscles around your spine engaging now. Lift your toes, take an inhale, and then press through your heels, through your elbows, and lift into a bridge posture. And if you can, see if you can keep sticking your tailbone back, and each time you stick your tailbone back, engage the muscles around your spine. Almost like when you would contract your core, you're doing the opposite. You're contracting the muscles around your back. Good, you can stay here and work the energetics of heart up and back. Almost like your heart wants to jump up and back over your face. Or you could plant your hands underneath your shoulders, fingertips pointing towards the front of your mat, and lift into your wheel pose. Once you're here, I want you to find your tailbone sticking back once again, and then re-engage your back muscles. If you can keep that engagement, press into your heels and shoot your heart back through your arms. And just explore now here with your breath. Opening through your front body. When you feel ready, tuck your chin, bend your elbows, and come back down, upper, middle, low spine. Maybe let both of your knees drop over to the left, and then both of your knees drop over to the right. Come back towards center, elbows down toward the ground. Stick your tailbone back and engage the muscles around your spine. Inhale, press through your heels, lifting rib cage up. Either stay here or wheel once again, hands underneath the shoulders, and press all the way up and back. Grip into your fingers just like we do when we're handstanding. Send the tailbone back, engage the muscles around your spine, and then heart through your arms. Press and breathe. Slowly tuck your chin, come all the way down, knees drop to your right, and knees drop to your left. Take your feet wide and let your knees drop in on one another. Arms can goalpost out. Maybe you need a sigh or to let out a sound. Just allowing yourself to fully drop into stillness. And then from here, you can either stay with your knees together and your feet apart, or you can walk your feet back together and prop your way up onto your elbows. I'm going to come into a virasana, a hero's pose from here. If you need to sit all the way up to do so, you absolutely can. But if you can do it from down here, you'll bend your right knee and you'll draw your right heel just outside of your right glute, and then roll onto your right elbow, bend your left knee, and draw your left heel just outside of your left glute. So your knees might want to go wider, that's completely fine, or they can stay together. If your knees are wanting to lift up like this, then I encourage you to come up onto your hands or place a block underneath your bum. But if they just go wide and stay on the ground, that's fine. We just don't want to stress the knee too much. So press down through your knees. You can stay right here, grabbing onto your feet. Maybe even give the bottoms of your feet a little bit of a massage. Love this. And if you'd like to take it all the way down, shoulder blades snuggle underneath you. Hands reach for elbows above your head. And just find your steady and slow breath. Allowing the front of your body to open. Pressing your knees down into the earth. And just allow yourself to open up sequentially. With each passing moment, our body might get a little bit more comfortable in the posture, and an opening might appear to you. And the way our body opens is kind of like hidden pathways and secret gardens. We give ourselves the opportunity by moving in our asana, by putting ourselves in the positions that we do, and by breathing. But our body lets us know when it's time to open and unlock deeper into a new layer. So if you're feeling like there's opening happening, and sometimes opening doesn't feel so calm, sometimes it feels a little sticky, that's okay. See if you can soften into your breath and into an awareness, a really deep awareness of what's happening in your body. When you feel ready, you'll slowly come back up onto your elbows and onto your hands. And then extend your feet back onto the earth and come back down onto your back. Extend your arms wide and allow your knees to drop over to the left. If you'd like, stack your left heel on top of your right knee, gaze can shift to the right. Softening down. And then knees back through center, shifting over to the right, maybe right heel on top of left thigh, gaze shifting to your left. Exhales to soften. The hard work is done, you showed up for you. Come on back to center, maybe hugging yourself in one final time. Give yourself a big hug and a big squeeze. And then extend your legs long, palms facing up. Big inhale. Cleansing exhale. Allowing yourself to drop into complete and utter stillness. Softening down. Shavasana. Take rest. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. This was a spicy one, so I hope you enjoyed it, got your heart rate up, and maybe caught a little bit of air. If you like classes like this, please subscribe to my channel or share it with your friends so that we can grow our community right here on YouTube. And if you'd like to learn more about what I offer, come on a yoga retreat, or dive deeper into your practice, you can check out my website at jrockyoga.com and my Instagram at jrockyoga. Have a beautiful day.